Alright, testing 1 2 1 2. Hi, this is Kyle Van Hook, and I'm just here to show off the final version of my Lyra level for intro to game tools. Let's actually get out of that. Uh, so, this is the final level in its entirety. Not much has changed. Well, some things have changed. So, some of the I had three people for feedback. I had my mom, who was nice but really wasn't helpful, but I kind of expected that. I had my brother, who was better and had some more helpful things to say, and I think I had crap. I can't remember his name. Hang on a tick. Malachi. His name was Malachi. Now, I'm not gonna go over what Mom said because I love her, but it wasn't really that helpful. But for my brother, he said the game level pretty much looked pretty good, and it was nice. He did mention one of the critiques was originally here the death plane. Originally, there wasn't anything here. It was just an open pit that you could fall in with nothing to show there was that it was a danger or something. So what I did was, let me go outside. Here we are. One thing I did is that he mentioned he wanted something to like show that, hey, this is a danger. So I, let's see, I added this, which is this blue stuff, which is basically just another texture, another plane with a texture on it that has its opacity kind of lowered a little bit, so it's see-through. And I increased the, basically the, not the length, the height of the death plane here. So it's a little bit taller, so you can, when you fall, you kind of fall almost directly on top of this, and then you'll die. So now there's like something in the pit to show you that, hey, this is a danger. Don't fall in it. And for Malachi, he had a lot of the same thing. He had a lot of the same, not complaints, praises. Looked pretty good. He liked how it was built. He did mention that one of the issues, or at least not really an issue, more like kind of how it was designed, was that a lot of the bots would be funneled into the bridge, which is kind of how I wanted it, because I wanted the bots to, like, I wanted there to be like a big fight on this bridge, but there were also still other ways for them to get through, like this way and this way, but also there potentially really wasn't any way for them to use like the underpass here. So he figured that maybe, hey, there's a better way to add or modify them. I should probably look it up. Oh well. Basically, another way for them to go. So originally, this path here was not part of the area of the underpath. So we decided that the best thing. I decided the best thing to do was to just add another area so that they can actually use the underpass and go between the areas. This gives them another way to access the shotguns and the theoretical portals that they're never going to use because they're bots, and also how to get up top, and another place to put a health pack. But looks pretty good. Now, I guess the only other thing to talk about would be the two blueprints, which is we have basically just a blueprint light right here. You walk in, it turns off. Walk out, walk back in, it turns on and off again. And the other interesting thing I did for my blueprint was I had these like 4 floating islands. This one, this one, this one, and this one. I had these 4 floating islands, and they just kind of floated there. They didn't do anything. I wanted to make it seem like they were actually floating. So they'll kind of now they'll do 2 things. One, they will kind of float up and down just a little bit, and 2, they all rotate. A couple, well, actually, this one doesn't rotate. This one just floats. But the other 3 here, they all float up and down. They all rotate, and I think a couple of them. I think this one rotates at a different speed compared to these two. Now, I should actually show off. I should show off the game now. Ah, yes. Well, you can kind of see, like right here, you can see this guy, if I just not do anything, you can see he's floating up now. Oh, lag. And you can kind of see that that one over there is also doing the same thing. But it's floating up and down, and it's also rotating. And I probably could add that to all of the other, like, smaller, what the heck, smaller floating islands over there, like, in the background. But I figured this was something that was pretty simple to do, but also adds like a good chunk of ambience to this level. Now, there's a light here that's off right now, and there's a pretty good sized box here. If we move in here, we turn the light on. We move back in, we turn it off. And you get the idea. It works. But, yeah. That was this whole level. I actually had, once I got, like, some of the kinks, like, figuring out how to actually paint the floor, because, whoops. Nope, I like to go back. How to paint the floor, because I had some issues with, like, the landscape paint. It was really good. It was actually really fun to make. Oh, and they're actually using the underside. That's awesome. Ow, my everything hurts. Oh, well, that's also a good way of just showing off the death plane. You basically almost fall on top of it now, which is pretty much what I wanted. But, I could probably just go out for the rest of this match, but I think, that's all I want on the show. So, thanks for watching, and, have a good night.